What's up, y'all? It's your boy Bitter-Rico. We here at the Panel Podcast. Today we got some special guests in the building. We got my man's BTB right there, y'all. My boy JokerCrazy right here. And my dude J Dash right there. You know what I'm saying? So, what's up, y'all? How y'all feeling today, man? Good.
I like the energy, man.
Thank you, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got the little sexual light right here. You know what I'm saying? It's real sensual in here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I want to give a shout out to all my peoples out there watching this. Get the cameo running. Swing the camera over there. Got my man Poppy Slater right there. You know what I'm saying? The Beth God. You know what I'm saying? You already know what that is right there. That's the pro baller right there. Chubbs, aka Amani Tilford, Greenberg's finest. And we got my mans over there. It's my main guy right there. That's my nigga Tail Dog over there. You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's the Panel Podcast. We give you real gut over there, baby. Yo, so introduce yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all from?
JB, Jason, engineer. I really engineered this whole project, engineer, producer. I'm from Greenberg, Elmsford, White Plains, whatever. Really Greenberg.
Damn,
went to high school in Elmsford, so I feel like I'm just a patron of the whole area, you know?
It's good. BTB.
Yeah, I'm BTB. I'm an artist, rapper. I'm from Greenberg, New York as well. Shout out GB. We're good. What else? Yeah, I just make music and I got a horse.
I'm JokerCrazy. I'm a producer from North Carolina.
Damn, nigga, you got like a Greyhound?
Yes, sir. No, for real, for real.
Damn. You know Greyhound, that shit like 8 hours for a 2-hour trip. Don't fuck with Greyhound no more. You gotta take flights. You already know what it is. Greyhound gotta relax. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know who I am. It's Bitter-Rico. You know what I mean? I got ties, Thrall's Neck Projects in the Bronx, Greenberg, Manhattan Ave, representative. Same old shit, you know what I'm saying? I got ties everywhere, I'm international. Okay. Alright, so JB, I'm gonna ask you first, man. What made you want to get into music?
Yeah. What made me want to get into music is just listening to music my whole life. I think everybody here can say that, we've all listened to music our whole life. I'm black, so we play music in the crib. My mom wake up and she played music, she played in the crib, but that's cliche as fuck, but it's the truth, you know what I mean? Like,
That's a fact.
My dad, the same thing, he'd wake up on a Saturday and he's playing records and that's it. Like, just grow up and be like, yo, that's really what I love, that's something I love to do. Even when I was playing ball, I was growing up, everything that I did, even jobs that I had, always had music in the background regardless. So it was just like a common thread that's been a part of everything, but it's been in the background. So, you know, that's really how that came about, you know what I mean? I'm sure.
That's good. You know, BTB, so, you know, basically what he's saying is, your reasoning gotta be different because you ain't black.
Nah, I was like, wait.
You know what I'm saying? So, what made you want to get into rapping?
Like, part of it I think was just I saw like how you can express yourself in the form of like music, and which is music. And I used to get like real bad anxiety, you know, so I had to figure out a way to like cope with it, you know what I'm saying? And I think writing shit down, I started out writing poems, and then I would hand them out to like, you know, girls and shit that would be like, oh yeah, like, you know, like, what's up?
You know what I'm saying?
But after that, that's when I was like, plus my mom, most of the people she dated was like into like rap and shit. So every time they'd be like, yo, I heard you sing rap, and they would call me into the room and they'd be like, let me hear something. I'm like, oh my god, every time like, I had to rap somebody else, like it'd be crazy, but it just, I don't know, I just love that hunger, and I see that, like when I see other rappers do their thing, like especially watching MTV, like videos back in the day, like when you had to wake up dumb early to watch some shit. It was every Saturday morning I'd be up, and that shit like fueled me, made me want to do it, like I want to be that. But now you don't have that anymore because you got YouTube. I can't be that, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to.
And shout out to YouTube because this is what the show gonna be at. JokerCrazy. What made you want to get into the music business, bro?
To be honest, I wanted to be a singer when I was younger.
Oh, this nigga wanted to be a Mariana, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be like last year over here, you did. But then I found out for the studio. I was online on the phone for Waves, back when I had my 360 screen, you know. And after that, I was
That's
stuck.
crazy. That's super crazy.
What's crazy?
Yeah, you found the program on the Wave website. That's really crazy.
I don't know what the fuck wave is.
Nah, like Wave, like he brushing his hair.
Oh, I thought you was talking
So he's
about
saying like he had he was on a forum where people like go online and talk, like Twitter, and niggas was talking about waves, but he was looking at how to get his waves hooked up. But he was on there and he found a beat program and started getting nice at beats.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, for me, I must say, I wanted to get into the media field after I realized I wasn't shitting ball no more. I didn't want to get in shape. I didn't want to run. I don't care. I'm not getting in shape. I was like, basketball's not for me. So I changed my major and everything. I was in business and all of that. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna start my own business revolving around basketball. It got real in college, and now I'm doing media now. So, you know, that's what made me want to get into media. Plus, I have a huge interest in music, and I find media personality people to be very extraordinary and interesting, and they're very valuable to the culture as well. They play a huge part. I just want to add something to the culture. You know, I'm an old head at heart, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to bring the culture back.
Let me, what's like, everybody here had like a moment that they probably remember, what's like one of your first songs?
One of my first sonst?
That you know, like, oh, I love hip hop. Because everybody had like an R&B song, but the hip hop songs is like where we grew up with.
Well, the first song I ever heard and realized what was going on was Juvenile Back That Ass Up. I know that shit funny as hell. I was mad little. I was in the TV like, damn, I was looking at the asses and all that. You already know what's going on. I didn't know what they was talking about, but the only part I knew was Lil Wayne when he was like wobbly, 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 and that was it. And I was lit. Get Rich or Die Trying though? Get Rich or Die Trying was my first album.
I think.
Oh yeah, nah, that's a problem. When I heard Patiently Waiting, that's what got me into it. I was like, yeah, that's my shit. Like, I heard that shit in the car. Plus, every time when 50's like, hey yo, you my favorite white boy, right? And like my brother's pops would say that to me every time the song came on in the whip. He'd be like, yo Zach, you know you my favorite white boy, right? So ever since that moment, I was like, yeah, this shit. Like,
it's dope.
For me, it was the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. My mom used to play that shit all the time. I used to listen to her while she was gone. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's dope. That's real Afrocentric right there. You know what I'm saying? Light a candle. You know what I'm saying? Get real sensual.
That's my shit.
What about you, bro?
I could say Bow Wow, which I seen at the Ferris barbershop. I seen this nigga on the screen, and my mom went and bought the album the next day. And then another song I knew when I was really young was What You Wanna Do? Wanna Be Ballers, Ballers, yeah. I knew that whole verse as a kid, like 4 years old.
Shit, nigga, I saw Bow Wow live when I was little at the US Open. I was out there, Bow Wow was lit. That's when he's like, one up, down, sweet. I was lit.
You have braids, eh?
Who?
You.
Nah, I ain't have no, hell no, I ain't have no braids. My mom's not having that shit, let me take them braids. But nah, yo, that's dope though, you know what I'm saying? We all got our reasons why we love music, and I'm just glad and I hope that we all stick to it because we all gonna be successful. And I really got faith in y'all. So this next question right here is specifically from my man BTB. I know you get this question all the time. Being a white rapper, you know, you get a lot of stereotypes of what white rappers are. My stereotype on white rappers today, I feel like they all just rhyme fast and put words together that just rhyme and go together. That's personally what I feel. You, on the other hand, you're different. You know I call you the albino Davies. You already know what it is. The shit you say comes from the heart. You speak from a street perspective as well. You speak about the shit that you've been through in life. You know, someone just looking at you on the outside looking in, they'll think, oh boy, it's another white rapper. This nigga, he gonna sound like MGK or Logic, one of these niggas. But you different though. Yeah. Like, you really a nigga. You can say nigga on camera. Just say nigga. Just say what the. You got one chance. Just testing you. See, I'm testing you. You know what I'm saying? He's a smart white guy. He's smart. He's very smart. Basically, where did you get your style from? Is there somebody that you tried to model yourself from?
It's funny because I did like when the whole white rapper thing. I never got like MGK or Logic. I would always get like Eminem, like shit like that, which was people just being ignorant to me. As it felt like, you know, it was people that either was just being lazy, you know, didn't want to actually like give the time to listen to me, which I respect because like I mean, there's so many rappers nowadays. It's like, especially white rappers nowadays. It's like, damn, I gotta listen to another one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I used to listen to a lot of one of my favorite rappers is Jadakiss, so I would listen to a lot of Jadakiss, and that's probably the reason why I don't sound like other white rappers. Because I think I do a lot because of him. And especially now I listen to a lot of Dave East, so it's like him and Dave, it's like back and forth, and like that's where I get, you know, where I'm always, that's like the bar for me. I'm like,
Yeah.
That's how you should be rapping, in my eyes. So,
that's dope.
Look at that, and I'm like, yeah, boom, I gotta hit it. You know, I gotta be better than them. Like, every verse I write, I'm like, oh, shit, gotta be better than that Noble verse, or that, like, you know what I'm saying? So like that, I'm competing with, you know, the moguls.
As you should.
It's not a competition. I don't want to say competition.
Yeah, like, you set a bar.
I'm trying to set my own bar, but I look at people that I think can rap, you know, a little, you know, maybe better than me, I guess you could say. And I try to go better than, you know, try to go harder than them type shit. But I don't look at it as like, yo, we in the ring and we fight each other. But now it's like, I want that verse. You know what I mean? So,
you know what I mean? You gotta get that.
But yeah.
JB, what producer do you try to model your beats after?
Probably Q-Tip. But I know like people always say my beats sound like Kanye. I don't really want to walk in the shower with people though. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do my own thing. But when you're starting out and people they're not familiar with your style, they're gonna be like, oh, well, if you was, you know, like we was in high school, somebody seen you get fresh and like, oh, trying to be like Fabulous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you first coming out, you always got somebody that people are gonna try to attach you to. So really for me, it's just trying to walk in my own, you know what I mean? My own style.
Your own shoes, your
but
own
like,
style.
I would say Q-Tip is like my number one. That's Tribe Called Quest. So I'm like just big on like that, it's like underground type of low key, like low laid back hip hop sound.
Joker, what about you?
Right now, nobody, but when I first started out, with Drummer Boy, Kanye, Pharrell, and Timberland was my main influences.
Oh, okay.
I say Pharrell and Timberland for me too, but like, I used to listen to their beats and be like, damn, I do shit like that.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, Timberland, like drums and shit like that. Even Pharrell, like, just the type of like shit that nigga was on is different, so.
That's dope. Me, I don't have an actual media personality guy that I want to be like. I'm just totally trying to be myself. The only person now with a podcast that I'm trying to be like is probably like Noriega, do the Drinks Champs.
But that's just like out of appreciation. It's not like we want to be them.
Oh,
yeah,
like,
yeah. They caught a vibe. They're like, oh yeah, we want to catch that same type of vibe. But we still want to.
We all grew up differently anyway,
Yeah.
so you got to realize we're different.
Yeah.
As human beings,
Yeah.
like we're all just different. But for the most part, those are the guys I look at and I'll be like, yeah, you know, I might try to steal a little something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically
that's how
we're all trying to set. We're setting a
Yeah.
bar for ourselves, and that's the bar that we're trying to reach.
Everybody here play ball, so everybody's watched the highlight and stole the move.
Right, most definitely.
Nah, fucking Kobe does it all the time. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, we gonna do that for the rest of our lives. That's how it is.
DeMarcus Cousins stole a couple of my moves. That's right. DeMarcus Cousins. You know what I'm saying? He stole a couple of my moves. Him and Big Baby, Glenn Davis, you know, they stole a couple of my moves, but I'm not bragging, you know, that's regular shit.
You had Glenn Davis.
Yeah, Jason, you
Glenn Davis. Yeah.
Yo, we was rivals, yo.
Because I still get this heard anybody talk about his game.
JB is the point guard. JB used to do his thing. For real, but yo, that's great that we all trying to set a high bar in our professions, and hopefully, you know, we exceed those bars that we set for ourselves.
Yeah.
What audience are y'all trying to reach? Like, what's your demographic? Like, when you listen to a 6ix9ine or you just watch some of his antics online, I feel personally his audience are young kids, teenagers. I feel like not too many OGs, young adults.
That's the sneaky thing about it.
Yeah, you know, and I feel like that's why he's eating the way he's eating. He's very business savvy. The people that he's around, they know what demographics they want him to reach. What's y'all demographics? Who do you want to reach most? Through your music, or just who do you want to inspire through your beats?
Yo, I say the same thing with my t-shirts. Anybody with their ears.
That's hard. That's hard right there.
Somebody asked me, yo, what's your target market for the shirts that you sell? I said, anybody that can wear this shirt. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? It's one size fits all. You know what I mean? It's a message. It's not like I'm like.
Do you have a big and tall section? Because I need, you know what I'm saying? I need a 5X. But,
That's a fact.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's
Nah, this is a fact though. Anybody with ears, like, yo, give it a shot.
Yeah, nah, like demographic wise, I mean, if you, I say like real people, like real genuine hip hop fans, you know what I mean? Not that average, you know, the privileged white kid ain't gonna feel my shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm not talking privileged white kid shit.
Because it wasn't privileged.
Because I didn't get, you know what I mean? I didn't get that stuff, you know what I mean? So it's like, that kid may not feel me. He may want my shit on whatever it is just because, oh, he's white too.
But he might be the one that does feel you, know.
But that's what I'm saying. I never do know, but I just know, like,
well, through music, you know, white suburban kids or just suburban kids in general, that's the closest that they get to being hood.
Oh yeah, of course.
Sometimes I feel like he might not get the white suburban kid that wants to be dumb. He might get the white suburban kid that wants to be smart.
Right.
And that's what it's, to me, it's all about educating people who don't know. Like, it's like, a lot of the problem with these young artists is they don't have OGs around. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I did was like, I surround myself with old heads.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, guide me, you know what I'm saying? You got more experience than me, like, show me the way, you know what I mean? Because I couldn't hang around, you know, people my age all the time, but we all, you know, they didn't experience much more than me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you can't teach me something I already, because we grew up together, you know what I'm saying? We've been going through the same shit. It's like, I know, like, shout out my producer / creative designer, Andre. He's kind of my OG, like, he pushed me through certain things. He's been through all the shit, and he's told, like, I think the main thing I strive in is learn from other people's mistakes. And I think that's what makes a wise person wise, instead of making mistakes yourself and learn from them, learn from other people's mistakes. You only got to make it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think kids is missing that these days. You know what I mean?
They're missing a lot of artists. That's another discussion. They're missing a lot.
So I don't even take it off the topic, but you know,
nah,
listen that shit. So it's like, I care for the culture personally, so it's like, I want to see, especially with young artists, I want to see them do well. I want to see them elevate. I want to see them, you know, the culture's constantly going to be changing, but we can all change it for the better if we all get on the same mentality. You know? It's like,
damn, this thing's on Malcolm X and shit.
It's not the average white rapper.
Word, I told you, you know what I'm saying? That's albino Dave Beast right there, man.
nah, Dave Beast ain't talking about that.
That's BTB right there.
That's a fact, too.
Joe, what about you? What's your demographic?
Basically the same as JB. I make everything, but I want to make shit that I can get respect from the OGs and then have some shit that young kids can turn up to. You know?
Right. Yeah, you from the South, so you know, like y'all beats and everything, heavy bass, heavy, you know, that's it. Yes. Y'all make shit that you ride in the car, and the bass gotta be fire. If your stereo fucked up in the car, just don't even play a southern beat, because you're not doing no justice.
You can't even put Joker in that box. He's really versatile.
No, I heard a couple of his beats.
Like,
the viewers, they're gonna figure that out.
Yeah. He made a rock beat one time. I was like, yeah, this shit is crazy.
Yeah, no, it's a fact.
I was like, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. My demographic, streets. I don't.
They got the key to the streets.
You know what I'm saying? The streets is I can't speak for suburban America. I can't do it. I know nothing about it. I'm not gonna stay hood forever. You know, I do know how to conduct myself in a fashionable manner when I'm out in public. So it's not like, I got college degrees and shit, so but I'm still a little ignorant. But like that's basically my demographic, just the streets, people that can relate to the type of shit that I've been through and the environments that I've lived in. I live in Yonkers now. Y'all know what Yonkers is about. You know what I'm saying? My man's Dave over there. You know what I'm saying? From South Side. That shit is no joke out there. I'm not gonna come up here and speak like I'm rich and I got $1 million already, because I don't. So that's my demographic, is for those that are trying to obtain that goal, but we not there yet. So we gotta speak about what surrounds us, whether it's roaches and rats. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Whatever's around us, that's what we talking about. That's my demographic.
And that empowers everybody around you to think in a different way.
That's a fact. All right, so this next question right here is, who is your favorite rapper in the industry right now? Mainstream. Not local, not, you know, don't say yourself and, you know, shit like that. Who's your favorite rapper in the industry right now?
I'm emotional, bro. I hear one song, I'm like, this dude the best ever.
Oh, he gotta be a Drake fan. He said emotional, he gotta be a Drake fan.
Not emotional like that, but emotional like, I hear a song, I'm like, damn, this thing might be the best all the time. So last night I was listening to this BTB song. I was listening to BTB and King Cam, and I was like, yo, actually, 100 Mil by BTB and King Cam, y'all should check that out.
That shit is fire.
That's a good song. But I think, like, if we're gonna talk on a bigger scale for me, damn, who's gonna be? I like that new Uzi Protect shit. That shit, I mean, rap for 5 minutes straight.
That's your favorite rapper, mainstream rapper?
That's your favorite rapper? No, who's your favorite rapper?
I don't know, y'all.
That's probably your favorite young rapper right now.
That's my favorite song out right now. My favorite rapper out. My favorite rapper is Future.
Oh, okay. Future, okay.
Yeah, nah, I always say Future's my favorite artist, but my favorite rapper, like...
Bars and everything.
Yeah, it's a toss-up between, like, Davies and Nipsey right now.
Nipsey.
I love Nipsey, like...
They both speak that real shit.
Yeah, like...
Especially Nick.
That shit's crazy.
Yo, don't sleep on Future with that real shit, though.
Nah, he's my favorite artist. I think he does more than just, you know, rap.
I was just saying, we was talking about where I came from, bro.
Nah, he's trying to you know I'm
Joe, what about you?
That's a good. I don't even know. I like so many artists, man. Like,
who's your go-to? Like, if you had to go on Apple Music right now, the first person you think you're gonna search?
You better say J. Cole because you come up that
I ain't joining that. Fucking, I don't know. That really impressed me, man. That really impressed me with what he's doing.
That's dope. You know what I'm saying?
I'm done.
My favorite artist in the industry right now is Meek Mill.
Oh, yeah. Why? See, that's a hard question, though. Because
it's so many.
There's so many, like...
So many
Bro,
rappers.
like, that last EP is, like...
Every artist serves a purpose to your life. You know, Meek had that his come up story, his bars that are relatable, the different types of flows that he could do. I think I call him a beat writer. Any beat he could flow to. Like, he even rapped to a Michael Jackson beat before. Like, Meek can rap to anything. That's why I like Meek. And then on top of that, on social media, the person he is outside of the booth, highly respectable. Like, you can respect everything he does from in the booth to out the booth. That's why I fuck with Meek Mill. Rick Ross though, that's my fat nigga motivator right there. Like, Rick Ross make me want to go make $1 million. Luxury rap, his videos, the shit he talk about shit you don't even know what he talking about. Like, I know what Santorini Grease is. I'm like, damn, like, I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Google some Santorini Grease and that you gonna get like, damn.
You gotta Google Rick Ross. What the fuck he's talking about? What he just like Hov. Hov is my favorite rapper of all time.
I can agree.
Who's your favorite rappers of all time? Like,
Nas and Hov. I know more Hov versus
Kiss is my favorite rapper of all time, but I do agree that Jay-Z is the best rapper of all time.
Tupac and Jay-Z.
Tupac. Yeah. Speaking of Tupac, I made this analogy up. Y'all gonna agree, disagree. I'm not talking about lyrically inclined, but I think the story and the purpose he serves for the culture now, as Tupac did in his culture then, I think Meek is cut from that cloth. Not the rapping style, but as far as the rap style is concerned, the yelling, the loud mouth persona, I think Meek and Tupac hold that accountability. That they're compatible with that sense. And now Meek Mill is going down the whole, you know, the injustice route, you know, the woke route. And I feel like that's what Tupac used to do as well. I feel like when Meek got out of jail and when Tupac got out of jail, they were the same person. Hopefully Meek doesn't go down the same route. And
I think they're going opposite though. I think Meek started.
I think Meek is progressive.
Yeah, to where Tupac was. Right. Tupac was going towards it.
Tupac went from Dear Mama to fuck bitches and hoes and you know.
Yeah, like you like that lifestyle. Like you started, that shit makes you jaded. So you hear a lot of oh, these girls are just scandalous, they want my money.
True.
Even though he's talking about money, it's more like what people around him are doing too. So I think it's a little bit. But it did get to that point too, just really frivolous. I think Meek Mill started that way, you know what I mean?
My God, that's the first time I ever heard that analogy though.
You know, I take my time.
I never heard nobody say, "Oh, Meek is in the."
You know what I'm saying? That's what I do.
That is true.
I never even thought about it that way.
He doesn't make a song Tupac back with Ross.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I feel like, well, my barber, my man's Aunt Jordan, it's my guy right there. He brought it up to me. He was like, yo, we cutting here, we listening to Meek. And he was like, yo, this nigga's like Tupac, yo. Like the same way when Pac was out when I was in high school and shit, Meek do the same shit. Meek yell and all of that, cause you know, he be trying to hate on Pac a little bit cause he's a Biggie fan. So you know, people from that generation, it's one or the other. They don't pick both.
Biggie right there.
They pick Biggie or Tupac. Yeah. Us, we can kind of, you know, we bridge the gap. They can't do that. They don't want to do that. You know, just like I did, I don't know about y'all, I did from Meek and Drake when they was beefing. I feel like that was one world versus the other world.
That's a fact.
That's how I felt when they was
I don't think it was as bad, but yeah.
It wasn't as bad because both sides weren't violent.
Which was good.
One side you could see like, okay, Meek and the Dream Chasers in them, they could do something to Drake in them.
Shout out to O'Malley.
Shout out to O'Malley. You don't think, you wouldn't have thought, okay, OVO, they about to go shoot at Meek and them niggas. No, you're not thinking that.
You don't think he was gonna be like, you getting bodied by a singing nigga.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
club, that nigga.
Drake, his demographics is perfect. You know, the ladies love him and he's lit.
Niggas in the club talking about back to back.
How I'm feeling now? I ain't gonna lie, I'm that type of person. I keep the same energy at all times.
But when I saw that,
I was happy for Meek because I feel like he can get a gain from it.
I was happy for him.
I feel like all his old fans that left and parted ways because they wanted to roll with Drake, I feel like they all came back when those two, got together and they patched it up. But I still don't fuck with Drake. I don't like Drake and that ghostwriting shit. That shit.
You don't like no records?
Yeah, no, I keep it real. Like if a Drake record now is hot, I'm gonna sing it. I'm gonna be like, yo, this shit is hot.
I'm glad you did that with me.
But I
feel you. Nah, I feel it because I feel the same way about Drake, and then I just be like, damn, I kind of do like this new music.
That is questionable.
Nah, it's
the
just
penmanship
his fans that piss me off. I'm cool with Drake. It's his fans.
His fans.
It might be his fans.
His fans are different. You know what I'm saying?
It might be me. Like I don't know.
Nah, it's his fans. I'm telling you.
So do y'all think? Okay, because one of my problems with Drake is the pen. I'm having a ghostwriter or a few.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Do you think that that's important in the industry now? Like, do you feel like somebody having a ghostwriter is a knock?
Only reason I say no is because I'm a producer.
Yeah,
we see the other side of it.
Nah, bro, somebody got in the studio with me and was like, yo, that's my ghostwriter.
Yeah, like, I can't, like, how could you take someone's...
Bro, I swear to God, I'm not doing this.
What if he didn't write a verse and he walked in the booth with his BlackBerry and next thing you know he got a full verse? You're going to be like...
Well, listen, you get that verse. You gonna find out eventually. Truth always comes
I'm like, damn, bro, like, come on.
I think
honestly, that's disrespectful to me personally, I think. Like,
I think people have known for a really long time because I can never make sense of that freestyle in 2000, like whatever.
When he was on Hot 97 with the BlackBerry and his fans.
I'm gonna kill him, flex. I'm gonna kill him.
Kill what?
Yeah, that shit was bad, bro.
Like, I knew Drake had a ghostwriter when he started from the bottom. Because I was like,
yeah, how you start?
What bottom? Grassy? Or your mansion in Toronto? Which one? Like, I didn't understand that he had a mansion in Memphis with his father. I didn't understand which bottom he was talking about. Like, I knew
bottom, but
he came up on one of the best teen shows in the history of television, The Grassy.
I think Drake now is just like Drake is a brand. It's like,
I think he's a great artist though.
Entertainment wise and all that.
You hear the name Drake, it's like, yo. It's like when you heard Wayne in 09, when you saw the name Wayne next to anything, it was like he was not knocking whatsoever.
A lot of people got ghostwriting type, because Wayne got the same.
Especially the Young Money Kid.
Yeah.
They known for that. Yeah. And Wayne had Gilly the Kid, Nicki had Safari, Drake had Quentin. You know, that's what they're known for in that camp.
I'm going to say this though, Quentin don't got Quentin.
Question.
Quentin can do Drake better than he can do Quentin.
True.
Would you interview Drake?
Would I interview Drake?
Yeah.
I'll interview anybody, but I'm going to keep it real with him.
Alright.
I will not be all cheesy in his face. And I'm gonna let him know before the lights come on. Yo, this is what I'm gonna ask you. This is how I'm gonna treat you. If you say some shit that's gonna trigger me, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I already have. You know, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. My alter ego, Suge Knight might kick in. I don't know what I might do to Drake because I have harsh feelings towards him because I hate, and I know hate is a strong word, I hate people that are like him in my world. People that are like him, people that act like him, I hate them in real life. He's the type of person I hated in high school. Like I wanted, yo, like me and the gang, yo, we gonna jump that nigga in high school. And we gonna rob him. Like, he gives me that energy when I see him. And I don't even know him personally, but that's the energy that I feel when I think of Drake.
He had no business being around you type shit. And when he brings that type of energy around you, it's like, you're not supposed to be here, so why are you acting like
why are you here? I
just fall in line.
And you could be yourself.
Yeah, I feel you.
I don't fuck with mumble rappers, but I fuck with Lil Uzi because Lil Uzi's being himself.
That's the most.
No, he's not created in a lab. He's not one of those type of mumble rappers. He's being himself. He want to be a rock star and all that shit. That's what he wants to do. He's not portraying nothing. And I heard, no, the devil shit, okay, that's different.
That shit was wild.
I don't condone that. But you gave me that because he's being himself. You know,
it was like, he's wilding.
I heard real street niggas, I heard Styles P saying in the barbershop himself, he said, yo, don't get Lil Uzi twisted. That nigga's a gangster. So, you know, that's the interpretation that I have on him now because an OG that I highly respect said that about him. So, back to your question, yeah, I'll interview Drake. I don't know how I'll interview him.
That was a good segment.
Yeah.
Take him to bed.
So, what's the biggest goal you guys want to achieve in the industry? Whether it's receiving a certain award, whether it's obtaining a certain amount of money, what you want to do with that money? What's the biggest goal that you're setting for yourselves?
I guess it's like a couple things, like, you know, financial freedom, you know, just basically making sure my family's good, which is the #1 goal since the beginning. You know, the people that are around me, making sure their mindset gets elevated too. You know what I mean? Making sure they're good by themselves. If I was to, you know, God forbid, go or something. You know what I mean? And just help the next generation. The youth. Like I look at my little brother who's 13, 14. Shit, I don't remember. But I got so many damn siblings. But yeah, he like 13, 14. I look at him and I'm like, damn, like y'all are the future. You know what I mean? I mean, we are too, but like I look at them like, nah, they the ones up next, and like I try to give them as much knowledge as I can every day, and I just try to be that role model. So hopefully he takes that, shares it with his friends, and you know they share it. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna be the ones out there going to the shows, buying, you know, certain things, buying the merch and stuff like that. So I'm looking at that audience, like, you know, I want to help them so 50, 60 years from now, that's all good, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking long after I'm out of here, you know what I mean? After we're all out of here, it's like...
Which most artists don't, most artists live
in the now.
Because
now, I mean, what, you know, it's just, I feel like if you live in now, it's all satisfaction. It's just like, you're not really, it's like if you were eating junk food, you know what I'm saying? You just... It feeds you for now. But as time goes on, it's going to kill you.
Right.
So it's like, wow, you know what I mean? Why just do it the right way? This way, when that time comes, you're good. You don't have to look back at it. You know what I'm saying? If you dig a small hole, you don't got to worry about shit fucking up because the hole ain't too big. I mean, there ain't too many people in your pockets and shit. And it's like, you know what's going on around you because there's only 4 people around you. I mean, you didn't put 30 heads around you. Like, yo, we all about to do this shit. And then, you know, somebody did this, somebody did that. So yeah, I'm just trying to motivate the future and educate the youth, really. Like, that's my main thing. And of course, make sure my family good.
Joker, what about you?
I want to be able to give back to my community, North Carolina, because we don't got much out there, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit popping, but, you know, especially around my way, there's not much to do out there. So the only thing you can do is either get in trouble or make babies, you know what I'm saying? And
reality.
I was out there about to get in some trouble, so I understand how that can happen easily, and I'm not even that type of person. So You know what I'm saying? But I was thinking like a studio or like programs for the kids. You know, like give people outlets, give people something to do. That's my goal in the long run, like to give back.
So, JB, what about you?
I feel like for me, like I definitely have industry goals, but I feel like I'm very anti-industry at heart. So it's like the person that wants to win an honor roll but hates school. It's like I want the trophy, but I don't want to play by the rules that people try to make me play by. And that's like difficult to deal with because you gotta play by the rules, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think really having at one point wanting like, I think we all want to be quote unquote rich or wealthy. I had like those goals, you're like, yeah, I just want to be rich, I want to have a rate, I want the mansion. But then like, I had to sit back and look at myself and feel like that's not all there is to life, because once you get that, it could be just the same shit, the same loneliness, the same sadness. You could lose people in your family, like that don't fix things. So I think for me, it's definitely just bringing something to the community, but I want to bring something to the environment that's never been there, because I feel like a lot of times like we always gonna enhance what's already there, but we gotta like change the mindsets too. I mean, I think like change our approach and just really, really give people more freedom than we ever had. Like, I mean, like, it's shit like, we might have had the basketball court, but what if we had a painted basketball court? It does something to the mind. And I think there's a lot of places we all can go and see how the people act in those environments and find the good in that and bring that shit back home. And that's really like my goal, is to go really far out and find out like what's the best shit everywhere and bring it back to us. So now when we're living where we live, because it ain't, I don't think moving out or going so far away and living there forever and just getting in solitude is the best answer. I think we need to bring that into where we are at, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yo, there's clean water, and yo, black people used to have to drink from the dirty water fountain. And now we live our whole lives, we drink from clean water.
Nigga, I got essential water now.
But you gotta think like, yo, there's people their whole lives that thought they was drinking dirty water. Or they didn't even know that they was drinking the dirty water until there was somebody that was like, fuck it, I'm drinking this. Their water seemed like it's cold, I'm gonna drink cold water.
Everything ain't what it seems.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's just about getting that nice, that cold, clean water to where we at. I know that's like a long ass, you know, I'm not putting it in words, you know what I mean?
Nah, no, listen. Everybody's listening. You speaking real shit. Mine, I just want to mold the culture. Like you were saying, I'm gonna piggyback off what you were saying as far as the kids of the future. I want the kids to be able to see the shit we saw, that the OGs had to really put their arm around us and say, this is what it is, youngin'. It's not what you think it may be. This is really what it is.
And this is where it ends you up, or this is where it goes.
Clarity is hard to have as a person now in the social media era. It's hard because social media paints a certain picture for you. They don't give you the canvas, they don't give you the paintbrush, they don't give you the paint. They paint that shit for you, and it's either you gonna roll with it or not. And everything is moving rapidly. Me, I want to be able to mold the culture to the point where kids can sit back, evaluate what's really happening around them, and think on their own. I want kids to be able to see that. I want kids to be able to come from the slums, make it. I want people
define making
it for themselves. What is making it to you?
Yeah.
Not what these rappers nowadays is. Getting a chain is not just getting a car. It's not just.
And we all probably been there. It's like, yo, I just gotta get this chain.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Yeah. But other than that, as far as the actual profession, what I want to do with it, I would love to have my own show, something within the lines of a 106 and Park, Rap City, Yo MTV Raps, something within the lines of that. That's one of my highest goals, and I want it on a major media platform. That's what I want to do with this. Money is one thing, you know, I would love to get a bag for it, but this right here, I feel like I could wake up and do for free. And that's why I gravitated towards this right here, and I'm pretty sure that's why we all gravitated towards what we're doing now. because we can do it for free. It's not a job, it's a passion. We love this. It's more than just a career to us. And that's my main goal. My main goal is to make sure I don't have to wake up and stress that I'm doing this. I want to be able to wake up and be like, oh yeah, it's lit, nigga, we out. Like, who I'm interviewing today, that's how I want to feel every day of my life within this career path. And this segment right here is called the Bitter-Rico segment. You know, my name is Bitter-Rico, but when I think about all the foul shit that women have done to me in my life, I become very bitter, I become very sad, I become very negative. So they call me Bitter-Rico. The question I got for y'all, in all bitterness, I need y'all to be honest. Who's a better cheater? Men or women? Who's better? Not who does it more. Because we know goddamn well we do it more. We already know what it is. Ladies, I'm not even on, no cat. But we might have to get the Ciroc for this one, but who cheats better?
I know some foul shit. That's all I gotta say.
Men, women, who cheats better? I got my answer ready. I'm ready. I got the ammo, I'm lit.
For me, it's women. That's what I'm saying.
Why?
Because they sneaky, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? They smart, you know what I'm saying? They know how to make moves on the slot. Way better than we do.
Copy. You don't got no answer?
Nah, the truth of the matter is when niggas cheat, girls be knowing, and when girls cheat, niggas don't be knowing.
I think women too. I mean, I can't co-sign.
You can't. You gotta relax. You gotta relax.
I can't co-sign too much. I'm gonna just say women.
Okay. This my goal. Get a tight zoom on this one. You got the tight zoom? Alright, bet this is the podcast. It's Bitter-Rico right here. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Women cheat better. I'm gonna tell you why women cheat better. Because we are stupid. We are dumb as hell. We gotta tell the whole gang what we just did. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I had to fuck the shit out of Veronica, but you know, Shorty was calling me and shit. So we already done indicated that we cheated, and that's that, because we're stupid, right? Females, they not telling the soul. They not dropping a dime, they not doing none of that shit. They gonna keep that shit to themselves, they gonna take it to the grave. You are gonna have to find out as a man on your own. You're gonna have to either check the phones or you just gonna have to catch them on the fly because they're not gonna let it out and reveal it on their own. Unless they mad at you or some shit. You got a spiteful chick in your life. She might come out during an argument, and that's why I'm fucking your father. And some shit like that. You know, shit like that. I ain't never been through that. Y'all get the drift. Y'all get the drift, right?
Them emotions.
Yeah. But back to what I was saying. I swear, she ain't never fucked my father, but I was just, women cheat better than me because, you know, they know how to conceal it better. We don't, we stupid. And that is the Bitter-Rico segment. I want to thank y'all for chiming in.
Oh, that was the only one?
Yeah, man, you know, the next episode, we're gonna up the ante, you know, but this is the first episode, we getting our feet wet right now. Yeah, man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's the moment y'all been waiting for. Bitter-Rico Freestyles, Part 1, BTB, Joke on the beat. Let's get it, man. Let's go, man. Give them some bars. Skrilla T!
It's your boy BTB, man. Bitter-Rico Freestyles, #1. Check. Yeah. All praise to the Most High. No industry cosigns. People been shaky. I'm watching them playing both sides. See me on the fence, hustling, treat it like there's no time. On the shot clock, watch me step back and blow by. Get it to the hole, that's a bucket. Yeah, this is showtime. Put percentages on my life, now I own mine. When you coming from the dark, they saying that you won't shine. I just sit back and I laugh and keep my nose high. Cause they don't know the struggle or they know it's half of it. They just wanna laugh at it while I'm trying to platinum it. I ain't never asked for this, sitting back in the class and shit, thinking about music and thinking how can I master this. I couldn't wait to get home and write these new songs. It started out with poems and now I'm sitting here lukewarm. While you wait for your favorite artist put you on, I'm out here spreading messages, bringing light to these newborns. Come on, BTB, man, freestyle, let's get it.
You already know what it is, man. It's the Pound Podcast, man. Bitter-Rico Freestyles, BTB. My nigga Joke on the beat. You know what I mean? We out, man. Sit. Skrilla T. If you want to celebrate life responsibly like me, and all my guys here on the Pound Podcast, get you the pocket bottle Ciroc French vanilla. Get some ice on it and get the cream soda on the side and you good, baby. You know what I'm saying? Celebrate life responsibly.